Welcome back. You're watching us here on Closing Bell. The markets continue to see a bit of a decline. We're coming to you live, of course, from the CNBC-TV18 Motilal Oswal newsroom. And the Nifty now has virtually moved to the low point of trade with a cut of almost 60 points coming by in just the last few minutes or so. 19,343 is where the Nifty is. It's led lower by the Nifty Bank, which is now down around 370 points. Looking for some other heavyweights as well, which may have impacted the frontline index, is the HDFC triplets. HDFC Limited, HDFC Bank and HDFC Life. Of course, HDFC Life doesn't have as much of a weight on the index as the other two, but we are seeing a wee bit of a sell-off. Good time to get in Nimesh. He'll talk us through what the chatter on the D Street is. Nimesh, some profit taking today.
Not surprising, the way we've rallied for the last many days, for the 8 consecutive days we were going up. So a bit of consolidation, so to speak, with a negative bias, some bit of profit booking as well. I guess even the weekend phenomena will play out for a lot of retail investors as well. So that's playing out in the broader markets. But again, the feedback is there are not large selling orders. So this whole sell-off what we are seeing is largely profit booking than rather big selling from the larger FIs. That's overall feedback. Having said that, the flows are quite mixed with a very stock-specific moves today from the larger institutions. That's the overall feedback. The theme that stands out for the last many days, I've been saying it every day now, is the PSU basket. The entire PSU space is doing good again in today's trade. The OMC stocks, the PSU bank stocks, all are buzzing and are well bid as well. As I said, a bit of profit booking in mid-cap as well. Nothing wrong in that. But even within that, there are a lot of pockets which are doing well within the mid-caps as well. So I guess after 8 days of consecutive up move, a bit of consolidation with a negative bias, and I guess also the global cues were not very supportive, which has led to this bit of a profit booking in today's market.
All right, take that point. A bunch of media stocks doing extremely well. PVR's moved to the high point of trade. Z2 has surged 9% higher. Does that find a mention on your list of stocks that you have today?
That's actually my first stock, Mangalam. And the key reason is I believe there are strong buy flows at HNI desk from on ZEE Entertainment. A couple of large HNI investors are quite active as well. So that's the reason why a big surge. In fact, intraday it's recorded more than 10% in today's trade. So that's the first one. The second stock is UPL. That stock is under pressure today, but I understand there is good amount of buying interest back on that particular stock. A couple of leading HNIs are quite actively buying into UPL in today's market. So the delivery volumes are going to be quite high in UPL. The third stock is South Indian Bank. Not much been talked about, but again, this is one stock which has come into the larger investor radar as well. So surprisingly, for the first time, I'm hearing buying flows and buying interest from larger FI desk as well in South Indian Bank. So that explains the big move there. And the last stock is Granules. While the street is anticipating this quarter to be quite weak for Granules, but from the lows, the stock has actually recovered. For the last 2 days, it's been buzzing in trade on good volumes as well. And I believe one of the domestic PMS fund is quite actively buying, and hence a big move in that stock as well.
Okay, all right. So lots of interesting stocks on the radar. Nimesh, before we let you go, I just want to pick up on ZEE, because this move is really stunning. I think the NCLT hearing, the SAT hearing was yesterday. And from what I remember there, I think the lawyers on behalf of Puneet Goenka made a very passionate plea, saying that it's not about the person and the merger is more important. Even if Puneet has to go, he will go, but the merger needs to go on. Now, I don't know if there's a late reaction to that or what. I mean, what's happening? What are you picking up with this 8% move on the stock?
So Surbhi, again, let's not speculate as to what can come from the court hearings, because that's very speculative, and it's a binary event, so to speak. But the events to track from here on, there are a couple of events to track. One, of course, is the NCLT hearing, which is scheduled for 10th, which is on Monday. Now, that got postponed from yesterday to Monday now, so that's something to track. But before that, I believe the other important thing would be the SAT judgment as well. Remember, SEBI had actually came out with a report and they had banned the promoters from holding the top positions in any listed company, including ZEE as well. And to that order, the promoters had moved to SAT. So that SAT judgment is likely to come in days to come. So that's something to track as far as the ZEE and SEBI matter is concerned. And of course, the NCLT is a big thing to track for. What I understand from the hearings and the judgments and whatever the counter argument has been, one of the key contention for ZEE counselor is that the fight is not with the creditors of ZEE now. Okay, most of the creditors of ZEE have been paid off. What the other creditors are fighting for is basically the fight is between the creditors and the promoters of ZEE and not the ZEE company per se. So that probably is the reason why there is an expectation that maybe the NCLT hearing will get concluded very soon in the days and weeks to come. and then potentially means that the merger will go through. So, of course, it's all speculative, so to speak, because the judgment has not been yet. But two things to track. One, of course, the Monday NCLT hearing, and we need to see as to what comes out in terms of SAT judgment against the SEBI order.
Okay, thank you very much for that. ZEE Entertainment is a stock which is on fire. By the way, pull up the Nifty 160.